Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I wanted to show you 3 kind of room decor inspired DIYs for you, basically using things that you should already have at home or that you might already have at home. I don't know, things that are around my home, and I've turned them into cute decor. Hopefully it's going to inspire you to make a few of those pieces. So I have used a couple of Nutella jars, a tin can, and also just a little cardboard box. So kind of like they're all made of trash, rubbish, just waste that we would otherwise throw away, put in recycling. This might be a good chance to upcycle them into some room decor pieces. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, could take away a little bit of inspiration. If you do end up making any, then be sure to tag me on Instagram. I'll be reposting anyone who tags me into my stories when I kind of get around to it and add you to my highlights tab. If you're not already, then please do hit that subscribe button because I would love to have you here on my channel. We just hit 220,000, which I'm so excited for. Thank you so much. And yeah, just gonna get straight on into it. So the first DIY is going to be using the Nutella jars. I used one big one and one medium one. I washed them out and removed any of the paper labels. I then took some blue, green and white acrylic paint, mixed it up into this turquoise shade, and then started painting the whole glass part of the jar. The bigger one I painted obviously in this turquoise shade, and I did 3 layers in total, letting it dry in between each layer. To make sure that all the paint was smooth, I made sure to smooth all of the paint and paint it all down in one single direction. Once I had 3 layers of that turquoise shade, I then moved on to this lilac shade and then started painting on just spots all over it. I'm sure you can guess by now which this is gonna be, but I carried on painting with a slightly darker blue shade. I painted on 2 eyebrows, then with a black Posca pen I painted on 2 eyes. I find when painting on small round eyes like this, Posca paint pens are great rather than using, you know, a paintbrush and normal acrylic, but you can use that if you want to. And then I painted on a nose. So if you haven't already guessed, this is Sully from Monsters Inc. I did actually base this on the Tsum Tsum. I kind of seen something like this on Instagram. No, it wasn't Instagram, on Pinterest, and I thought that this would be really fun to translate into Nutella jars, so that's what I went ahead and did. And I think that the Tsum Tsum kind of characters of the Monsters Inc. are adorable. Like, so many Tsum Tsums are so cute anyway, but I just love the Tsum Tsum kind of Monsters Inc. characters. So yeah, this is Sully on the bigger jar. For the medium one, I'm sure that you can kind of put together what this is going to be, but I mixed up a like lime green shade with a white just to make it a little bit more pastel, so that it kind of just was a bit cuter really, as opposed to the original lime colour. And I did 3 coats of this, leaving it to dry in between each layer, and then once that was dry I then painted on a big white circle to act as one big white eye. And obviously that is because I made this jar into Mike Wazowski to match with the Sully jar. So once the white acrylic paint was dry, I moved on with the black acrylic and created another circle inside of that, and then I popped one small tiny weeny little white circle back into this one to act as the highlight. Once all of the acrylic was then completely dried, everything like that, my pieces were then complete. You could top coat them if you want to. I didn't really see it as necessary as I use quite a good brand of acrylic paint, so it shouldn't be going anywhere. These are going to be perfect for storage. Put in little bits and bobs in there, little bits of sequins, maybe some pom-poms, just things hanging around your desk, craft supplies. This will be perfect, and they look super adorable as well. I'm so happy with how they have come out. Really happy I used the more pastel green, as I think it makes it look a little bit more kawaii. And yeah, that is the first DIY done. So moving on to the second DIY, I just used this cardboard box from some Choco Boy little kind of mushrooms. Love these so much. Finally happy to finally find these. Like, I buy these from like the Asian supermarkets in London when I go there, and then I finally found them near me recently and I was so happy. So anyway, I took the box and I cut out a square in the front, and then I just hot glued down all of the bottom. I wouldn't really recommend doing this, it makes it a little bit harder later on, but you know, you might want to do it now. I don't really know if you can do it now, but I would recommend holding it off. So I took my hot glue gun and added a bit of detailing around that square kind of bit. Then I pumped out some glue on the bottom, creating a little cross and creating 4 little drops over on the other side. I was basically trying to go for like a game console kind of pattern, just with hot glue. Once the hot glue had cooled down and dried, I then painted the whole entire thing in a light pink acrylic paint. I just mixed up this colour and just started painting away, covering over all of the cardboard and all of the hot glue. I didn't actually paint the back or the bottom because I didn't feel like it was necessary, but you can paint however much or however little you wish on your cardboard box also. So once all the acrylic paint was dry, I went in with the gold leafing pen and just used that on all of those bits that I had kind of made with the hot glue. Just raised up, I just coloured them in just to make them look a little bit nicer. I then took this piece of cardboard, which I'm pretending is a photograph. I don't actually have any photos printed off like at all, but this is supposed to be a photo holder, so I wanted to kind of show you how to do it. So I mean, if you want to, you can glue your photo in at the back like shown, or you can add some tabs of glue on the front and then glue it to, you know, the front hole. I had to just glue mine and then like kind of tip mine upside down so that it would stick there because I glued up the bottom. This is what I'm saying, if you glue up the bottom you're not going to be able to get your photo in very well, so I'd recommend putting your photo in and then gluing it shut. So I just drew a picture of me and a fake friend on there to show you what a picture would look like. This is how the little photo frame has turned out. I think it's so sweet, but yeah, just look at it. So I mean, obviously the photo frame's gonna look a lot better if you actually had a photo in it, so I might try and like Photoshop a photo in to kind of give you an idea of what it will look like, but honestly I think it'll look so adorable. So yeah, on to the last DIY. So for the last DIY today, I'm using a baked bean tin. I gave it a wash because, to be honest, when I filmed the little shot I still had baked beans in it. Just want to clean it out, take off the paper and just give it a nice scrub. Make sure it's all, you know, dried down. Avoid any of the sharp edges. There might still be some, just make sure because you don't want to cut your hands on it. But what I did was I painted it in this light brown shade. I did 2 coats of this in total, making sure to cover the whole thing. Once it was completely painted, I then took some leftover bits of cardboard from the Choco Boy packaging and I cut out 2 ear shapes. So I cut out one shape to begin with and then placed that on top of the cardboard to make sure that I would end up having a piece the exact same, and I cut that out as well. I then took my hot glue gun, just hot glued a few little dots onto the back of those 2 pieces and then just pressed them down onto my tin once obviously that first and second layer of paint had completely dried. I then cut out a little oval like shape and hot glued that down as well, just in between the 2 ears, just down a little bit to act as like the nose part of the bear that I was going to be making. I'm making a bear, by the way. Yeah, just hot glued that down. To colour all of these pieces in, make them look cute, I used the same colour that I used on the tin for the ears. Again, I had to do 2 layers of that just to cover up the pattern, and then I painted the nose part in a white. So I was gonna make this kind of Rilakkuma inspired, but then I figured instead of doing Rilakkuma, I'm just gonna turn this into my own little bear. So I painted the insides of the ears in a white as well, just to match with the nose. And once I had the insides of the ears done, I then used a smaller paintbrush with a darker brown and just painted on some like stitch marks around the ears. And then once I'd gone around both of the ears, I also went like down the center of the bear's kind of like what I would imagine to be like the nose part of the bear, just adding little stitches on there as well to make it look kind of cute and handmade like. Once the stitches were then in place, I used the black Posca paint pen just to kind of paint or draw on the nose kind of section. So again, like I said, this is kind of Rilakuma inspired, so I did the same little mouth as Rilakuma, and then I painted on the eyes either side of the nose piece as well. You can just use normal acrylic paint if you don't have a Posca paint pen, but this may just make it a little bit easier. Because I already have them, this is what I tend to use. Once I had both eyes in place, my little pen holder was then complete. So obviously you can use this as a pen holder if you want to, like I am, or you can use it to store other things. I think it just looks really sweet up on my desk with a few of my new pens inside. Just look at its face, I think it's so sweet. And yeah, that's the last one for today. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know if you like this style of video where we have kind of different decor DIYs in one. I would love to hear your opinions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye!